Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Learn English with History. Today, we will talk about one of the greatest empires in world history, the Ottoman Empire. For more than 600 years, the Ottoman Empire ruled lands across Europe, Asia, and Africa. It was powerful, diverse, and full of fascinating stories. Let's explore its rise, golden age, and final decline. Part 1, The Beginning, 1299 to 1453. The story of the Ottoman Empire starts at the end of the 13th century. In the year 1299, a small Turkish state was founded in Anatolia. Its leader was Osman I, and from his name we get the word Ottoman. At first, the Ottomans were only one of many small states in the region. But they were strong, organized, and full of ambition. They fought against both Christian kingdoms and rival Muslim states. One of the key strengths of the Ottomans was their army. They used skilled horsemen, and later developed the famous Janissaries, an elite infantry force that became the backbone of their military power. Slowly, the Ottomans expanded their territory. They moved into the Balkans and took control of important trade routes. But the real turning point came in 1453. That year, Mehmed II, also called Mehmed the Conqueror, captured Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. This was a huge event in world history. The city was renamed Istanbul, and it became the heart of the Ottoman world. Part 2, The Golden Age, 1453 to 1600. After the conquest of Constantinople, the Ottoman Empire grew into a global superpower. The empire reached its height in the 16th century, especially under Suleiman the Magnificent. Suleiman ruled from 1520 to 1566, and during his reign, the Ottomans controlled lands from Hungary to Iraq, and from North Africa to the Arabian Peninsula. The empire was one of the largest and most powerful in the world. But the Ottomans were not only strong in the military. They were also leaders in law, culture, and architecture. Suleiman created a fair legal system. He was called Kanuni in Turkish, meaning the lawgiver. The empire was famous for its great buildings. The architect Mimar Sinan built mosques, bridges, and palaces that still stand today. The Suleiman I Mosque in Istanbul is one of the most beautiful examples of Ottoman architecture. Trade and culture also flourished. Istanbul became a city where people from different cultures met: Turks, Arabs, Greeks, Armenians, Jews, and many others. It was a true crossroads of civilizations. Part 3, Daily Life in the Ottoman Empire. Life in the Ottoman Empire was diverse and colorful. People spoke many languages and practiced different religions. The Ottomans ruled over Muslims, Christians, and Jews. The empire used a system called the millet system. This allowed religious communities to govern themselves in many areas of life, such as marriage, education, and worship. This gave the empire stability, even though it was so diverse. Markets and bazaars were always busy. Spices, silk, coffee, and carpets were traded across the empire. The famous Grand Bazaar in Istanbul is a reminder of this lively trade culture. Education and learning were also important. Madrasas, or schools, taught religion, science, and literature. Poetry, calligraphy, and music were highly respected arts. Part 4, Challenges and Decline. 1600 to 1922. After centuries of power, the Ottoman Empire began to face problems. In the 17th century, the empire started to lose battles in Europe. New technology and stronger European nations slowly reduced Ottoman influence. Corruption and weak leadership also weakened the empire. The once powerful Janissaries became less effective. Trade routes changed, and Europe discovered new paths to Asia and the Americas. The Ottoman economy suffered as a result. By the 19th century, the empire was called the sick man of Europe. It was still large, but it was no longer strong. Nationalist movements grew inside the empire. Greeks, Serbians, Bulgarians, Arabs, and others wanted independence. The empire was also drawn into wars. During World War I, the Ottomans joined the side of Germany and Austria-Hungary. After the war, they were defeated. In 1922, the Ottoman Empire officially ended. But from its ashes rose a new country, the Republic of Turkey. led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Part 5, Legacy of the Ottoman Empire. Even today, the legacy of the Ottoman Empire is visible. Magnificent mosques and palaces stand across Istanbul. Turkish culture, food, and music carry influences from centuries of Ottoman rule. The empire also left its mark on the Balkans, the Middle East, and North Africa. From architecture to cuisine, from language to traditions, traces of the Ottoman world are still alive. For English learners, studying the Ottoman Empire is not only a history lesson, but also a chance to practice storytelling in English. When you speak about the Ottomans, you are sharing a part of world heritage. Conclusion. The Ottoman Empire lasted for more than 600 years. It rose from a small state in Anatolia, became one of the most powerful empires in history, and finally declined in the modern era. Its story is full of battles, culture, art, and lessons about human history. Thank you for listening to this story in English. Remember, learning history is also a way to learn language. See you in the next episode of Learn English with History.